Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary, Alberta. It is a Thursday, July 25th. I got it right. I had to stop and think what the date was. July 25th already. Crazy how this month is flying by. I am continuing on with my second week of Christmas in July as per the majority request. And I'm super excited to share this card with you. We're going to play with some different colors today. The suite that I'm playing with all this week is absolutely stunning. It's called the green and gold. I always get it backwards. Is it gold and green or green and gold? I think it's green and gold. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for popping in and letting me know where you're joining me from. I love hearing from you. So I'm playing with a suite called Season of Green and Gold, right? But I wanted to shake it up a little bit today. We've made 3 cards so far this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I want to bring in some color other than green. We're going to play with the vellum. This vellum that they brought in with this suite is stunning, absolutely stunning. I ordered 2 more packs yesterday because I love it so much and I'm afraid they're going to sell out. So I'm like, I don't want to be without this vellum. And the paper, the specialty paper, it's all gorgeous. Hello, everybody that's popping in. Hi, Lois from Smoky, Colorado. Yes, we are in Smoky, Calgary here today. It's been crazy up here. Yeah, I'm saying prayers for all the people in Jasper area. It's absolutely devastating to see what's happened up there. Beautiful, beautiful buildings just already burnt to the ground. The Petro-Canada has exploded. I just saw, these are just things I saw on my phone this morning, and I'm just like, my heart is broken for all of those people. It is terrible. Yes, Krista, it is heartbreaking with all the fires. You know, we're dealing with smoke here in Calgary. Last night it was super smoky before I went to bed. I didn't even think I'd get out for my walk this morning because it was like a red warning for, being outside exercising in it. And I got up this morning and my husband was installing a camera on the front of our garage last night. So he had the garage door open for about 3 hours. And so I opened the garage and I could just smell the air in our garage. And it was just like smoke. It was like pure smoke. So I closed the garage door. Then I opened the back deck door and it didn't smell too bad. So I think the smoke that got in there last night while he was out there installing the camera and it just went in there and there's probably not enough ventilation. So the garage smelled smokier than outside. So I took off. I put on my runners and I took off for my walk because I thought, this is only going to get worse, right? Like today the smoke might get worse. So I was like, okay, this is your opportunity, Rose. Just go. Just go for your walk now. And it wasn't too bad. And there's a bit of a breeze. So hopefully, oh my gosh, I'm just praying for all those people up there that have been affected by the wildfires. It's terrible. Yes, fingers crossed for you. I have some rain, or yeah, hopefully the rain will come soon. I don't know, you guys. This is every summer. It just feels like we get all this. I don't know. I just got to keep praying. That's all we have to do is keep praying and keep doing what we're doing and taking care of one another. And by taking care of one another, showing each other love, compassion, helping out wherever we can when people need our help, right? That's all we can do. That's really within our control, right? Thanks for all the prayers and the concerns, you guys. I know you all feel it with me. It's not just here in Alberta. It's in BC. It's in Colorado. It's everywhere. Okay. Sorry, I'm just getting messages pop up on my screen. All right. So we're going to play with a fun color scheme. Now, I want to tell you that when the new in colors were introduced in April, well, they came in the new catalog in May, I was blown away. And many of you, I've heard from you that you love the new in colors. I am with you. I love them too. And when I first saw, I love Summer Splash, but when I first saw Shy Shamrock, I was like, oh my gosh, that's going to be a great Christmas color, right? So today I want to use some Shy Shamrock. We're going to bring that color in on our Christmas card today because with Christmas, anything goes. I've seen Stampin' Up! Bring in Christmas products that have pink in them. You could pink trees, that paper. Do you remember, you guys remember a few years back we had, thanks for all the prayers, you guys. A few years ago we had a paper and some Christmas trees and the dies, and they had pink in them, and that stuff sold like hotcakes. So there is an interest in non-traditional Christmas colors. So anyway, I thought I would just mention that as I get started to demonstrate this card with you today. And let's get started. Before I start, I do want to thank you all for your well wishes yesterday as I shared my $600,000 career milestone. I am completely honored to be here with you and to celebrate with you, because you are the ones that got me there. Thank you for your orders the last couple of days with the free shipping. It's been amazing. Who doesn't love free shipping? And, you know, Stampin' Up! Just keeps trying, making it better. Yesterday, I had a team Zoom call, and we got to ooh and ah over the new catalog that's coming. Oh my gosh, you guys, brace yourself. It's coming. There's a beautiful new catalog coming, and I cannot wait to feature these products. My mind is reeling with all my class ideas and different things. That I'm going to be offering come the fall. My retreat is in October. If you live in the Calgary area, I'm going to be posting about that and emailing about that. And the space is limited. So that one sold out last year in record time for October. It's the weekend after our Canadian Thanksgiving. So it's a great time to come out and stamp with others, do your Christmas cards, do whatever it is you want to work on, right? So just a little heads up about that. It's coming. Yeah, Marie says this new mini catalog, she wants it all. See, it's an amazing new catalog. Like, how can they do it? Every single catalog, they just knock it out of the park. And I always think, oh no, Rose, you got lots of stuff, right? You don't need to worry. And then there's something, oh, I've never seen that before. I love that. That's something different. They always amaze me. They do. They truly do. Okay, let's talk about something else amazing. The suite that I'm going to share with you right now. Let's flip the camera and get started on this fun card. I am so excited. And I have a super busy day coming up. Okay, but it's all exciting. So I got my video right now that I'm doing with you guys, 10:30 Calgary time, Alberta time. I will be live on my YouTube channel to do the cards for our technique class. And then someone says, we're teasing, Rebecca says you're teasing us. If you are a demonstrator, you can also see that right now. So if you're not a demonstrator, come on and join my team and you can get all the perks, right? Get to see this catalog now, get to be on my team and all the team perks. Get to pre-order it come August 6th. There's so many reasons why you should be a demonstrator, and not because you need to do what I do. You can enjoy your discount and all of the other reasons that I talk about all the time. It is the best decision I've made in my life, other than marrying my husband and having my two beautiful children. This is, being a demonstrator is something that I am super excited about. Okay. Let's get started on this fun card. I hope you like this one. And I don't even know where to start. I'm just so excited. Okay. Put my coffee down. All right. So we're going to flip the camera and point you down at my work surface here. I got lots to share with you today. All right. Here we go. Okay. Flipping. Oh. Sideways. I don't know if you guys saw that, but my camera went sideways there. There we go. Okay, let's turn my camera down towards my work surface. There's my Hostcode. Many of you used that one yesterday. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for your orders. I cannot wait to send you these card kits. Okay, so let's see a little bit more here. Yep. Let's get this party started. Okay, straight, tighten it up. All the little pieces here. Okay, so we're going to play with my product of the week. I have two products of the week, actually. Well, more than that, a whole suite. But you can't order the suite right now because the gems, because they're so beautiful, they have sold out, but they're coming back. So don't worry, they're coming back. But what I am playing with is called the Season of Green and Gold, right? The Sweet Collection. So there's 2 bundles, and I really think you need to have both of them, because this one will give you your images that you're going to want for Christmas, and this one will give you all the greetings. And check out these amazing dies that you can use any time of the year, not just Christmas, right? So beautiful, beautiful products. We're going to bring those in right now. And what we're going to play with today, we are going to have early espresso as our card base. So I've taken a piece of early espresso, cut it down the long side at 4 1/4. We're going to score this at 5 1/2. Okay, so 5 1/2 right here, doing the little score line. It's going to be a side opening card. Okay, so score line, got our early espresso, and we're going to reinforce that. And then we are going to bring in that beautiful color called Shy Shamrock. Let's grab a piece. So I've got my Shy Shamrock. I'm going to pop that in my trimmer. We're going to cut that down to 4 by 5 1/4. And I will be embossing this and sending it to you, because what I'm going to do is not included in the suite. So anything not included in those 2 bundles, I will do for you. Okay, so this is our piece of Shy Shamrock. What I'm going to do is, this is a brand new product that also came out with the online exclusives. It's called Changing Leaves Hybrid Embossing Folder, and that is an amazing new folder. There's a die that goes with it that pops in here. It's hybrid because you can cut and emboss at the same time, but I'm just going to use it for its pure embossing features today. So I put my cardstock in. We're going to run this through the folder. Okay, so let's run this through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, is what I meant to say. All right, so let's bring in my machine. For 3D embossing, you just need platform number 1. And you need your folder with the paper inside, the cardstock inside. And when you buy the machine, you will get this gray plate. It is the plate number 4. This is the one that you use with 3D folders, okay? So that's going to go on top. So all you need is a 1 on the bottom, your embossing folder with the cardstock inside, and then your 4 on the top. And we're going to roll this through. Boom. All the cracking sounds are normal. All right, so let's take a look here. Let's see. I'm going to move my little stand over closer to me. Pardon me. All right, take a look at this. Wowzers. Look at the dimension. Can you see that? I'm going to hold it on an angle. That is 3-dimensional embossing. Can you believe how beautiful that is? Okay, so we're going to use that today. We're going to put that on our card base. We're going to put that right on the early espresso here. Fantastic green color. I love it. It's so cheerful and so vibrant. It's just beautiful. All right, let's get the glue flowing. I haven't had it flowing yet today. Let's get that plug out, and we'll see if my glue wants to, oh yeah, it wants to participate. I got glue on my finger. Okay, so when you're using these 3D folders, be very liberal with your glue, because they are embossed, which means they're bumpy, and you're sticking something bumpy to something flat. So you really want to make sure you got lots of glue on here so that it doesn't fall off. Nothing any worse than having a card fall apart on the mantle, right? So make sure you've got good glue, your multi-purpose glue, and you use sufficient amount. Okay, pretty good so far, right? Okay, so now move that off to the side. We're going to bring in some die cuts now, die cutting. So we're going to use both these dies here. I'm in love with these dies. I think I could use these dies all year long. I wouldn't need anything else. So what I want to do with this one, I haven't played with this die right here yet. This one here is so fun. This would make a great background die. And then you can also cover it with a circle here in the front, right? Because you see that like kind of a feature looks like circle. So I'm going to use that today. And I'm also intrigued by this die right here that looks like a flag, a banner. You could use it as a banner on your card. Cut yourself a few banners and make a card or a scrapbook page that way. Or we're going to use it in the horizontal position like this with the little hole punch. And then, so we're going to use both of these, okay, on my card base today. All right, so what I want to do with these is I'm going to cut out some of these. Let's see. Let's put all this back. We're going to cut out some cardstock, but I want to get as much loaded onto my machine as I can, because that's the key, right? You don't want to be cranking through that machine 50 million times. Plan out your projects and get good use of your time. So we're going to use cherry cobbler. I was just grabbing my scrap cherry cobbler. So when I get a piece like this, and I'm going to grab, I need a piece of early espresso. We're going to cut this little flag banner out with early espresso. And can you believe, in my scrap, this is the only piece I have left, and it is not big enough. That means I got to cut another piece. Okay, no big deal. All right, so we're going to just bring in my early espresso. Now, how wide is this die? My little cheat, I like to lay it on my platform of my trimmer and figure that out. So we're going to cut this at 1 1/4. That'll be wide enough. And then we're just going to do this. We're just going to snip off. There we go. So these are my 2 pieces ready to go for my cardstock. We're going to use those together. Then, my friends, we're going to bring in the other set. The other set in this suite is, let's move that off to the side, is called Golden Greenery. Now this is where you'll get the dies and the stamps that coordinate with the paper. We've got the bells in 2 sizes. We've got these 2-step stamps here we played with yesterday, the Christmas sprig here. So we're not going to play with these stamps, but we're going to bring in the dies. We're going to bring in the dies, and we're going to do some cutting. So these dies, it's a set of 13 dies. So what are we going to do? We're going to cut the vellum. I have a piece of the vellum right here with the white splatter. Looks like snow. We're going to cut this one out. Okay, so I'm going to put it on here. Now, when I put this onto my machine, I'm okay with the tail. I cut my paper 3 inches square so that I can get good use of my paper. So I'm going to put it on my machine like this, and I'm going to turn it upside down. It cuts a lot better when the blades are pointing up at you and you put your paper on top. I've practiced this. I was telling you guys last week about my daughter, how she's an art major, right? She's studying fine arts. And she said, of course it does, Mom, because the blades hit the wheels first, right? When you put your die this way, the blades, the wheel is hitting the top part of your blade, and then it has to go through the paper and then through, right? So she just said it so matter-of-factly, like she knew. And I was like, wow, she already knew this. Okay, so anyway, I was impressed by that. All right, so where's my other die? I have another die I want to share with you. I had it over here by my machine. Okay, so we're going to cut this one, this detailed one out of our Shy Shamrock. So I'm going to grab a scrap piece of Shy Shamrock. And again, it's quite detailed. So I'm going to put this one with the blades pointing up as well. So we've got these all ready to go. Is there anything else I need? I think that's it. So I've got my 4 dies ready to go, and I'm going to bring in my platform, get this all loaded up here. And so that nothing jiggles and moves, I'm going to grab my Post-it tape, and we're going to go ahead and put this on. Let's get the platform first. So the platform for die cutting is, well, you need number 1. Your plate number 1. You need plate number 2 and plate number 3. And we're going to put this one blade up. So I'm just going to put this like this. I'm going to bring in my Post-it tape here, anchor that down so that hopefully the vellum doesn't shift on me. And then this one is going to go blade up as well. And we're going to put it right here. Let's see. It's not the right size. I'm using a lot of extra cardstock here. Let's see. I can trim off the edge of this one. It's all about that room on my platform. Okay, so we're going to put that one right here. And you guessed it, I'm going to bring in some more Post-it tape. And we'll just get that anchored down like that. And then these ones will work fine if you put it on top. But just keep everything consistent. We'll put it like that. And then this one, my banner, we'll fit that one. See, can I do it? Can I fit it all on here? Whoa. Okay. Nope. We're gonna move this all around because I want the banner to hit the wheels with this point or the flag. I don't want the straight edge to hit the wheels. I know that it cuts better when it hits from a position like that. So I'm just gonna make sure, I should have put that one on first. So let's put that one right there and we'll get this stuck down. This is worth it. To take the time to make sure everything is lined up properly will be worth it because you should only have to cut once, right? Okay, so this one here, let's see. Let's shift that one. 3x3 piece of vellum. It's saving on the vellum, but I gotta make sure it's gonna stay put. All right, so we'll put our cherry cobbler one right in the middle, like that. Okay. Will I have room for this one though? This is like Tetris. Tetris with the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. All right, we can do it though. Whoa, look at that. Stay put. Stay put. I don't know. Maybe I would have saved more time if I went through 4 separate times. Who knows? But we got it good now. Okay, so everything's there. We got it all anchored down. Let's put on our top plate, the top bread of our sandwich. That little early espresso one wants to move. Okay, we're not. We are going to show this who's boss. We're going to use more tape. Let's do this. I'm going to use a piece of tape that will anchor both of these together. Like that. Like that. Okay, so put the top plate on. Hallelujah. Say a little prayer. No, I'm just kidding. We're just going to run this through. Okay, so here we go. All the cracking is normal. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Now, I'm not going to go backwards because there's a few things that can happen when you go forward and back. Things can shift around, and I have not had great success with that with detailed dies because sometimes when you roll back again, the die has shifted, and then what it'll do, it'll go and like mulch up your die cut. And believe me, my friends, you won't like that look because it shifts around and it mulches it up. But this was just one run through. Look at that. It's all coming out. And this one, I know I didn't have enough at the bottom. That's okay. We're going to snip it. And look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. Love it. Okay. And then we've got our die cut, our cherry cobbler. It's got a little bit of that extra Post-it tape. That's okay because we can peel that right off. There we go. Okay, so we got that one. Nice, nice, nice. Let's put back our dies. Rose has learned the hard way to always put back your dies so you're not going to lose them. All right, so that's done. Now let's check out what happened. There, I just did that to get the little pieces out. Okay, so this one is done. Grabbing my magnetic sheet, put it back. Let's see what happened with the vellum. Now, sometimes vellum can be a little tricky in terms of wanting to cut. But this one looks like it cut just fine. So let's get that all out. Now I'll get my Post-it tape off here. A couple of those wanted to stay put, but we don't want the Post-it tape. Thanks for your help, but we don't need you on our project. Okay, so here's my vellum piece. We're just getting all the little tiny pieces out. And check out how beautiful this is. Got a little extra. There we go. Okay, so that is beautiful. I love it. Okay, so let's put this back. Thank you for your patience while I cut all those out, but it worked. It worked. So, love these dies. Where did my early espresso flag go? Uh-oh. Here it is. All right, so we got everything. We got everything we cut out. Yay, we're happy. So first things first, I want to deal with my cherry cobbler. So this is going to be where I'm going to do my greeting. Okay, so I'm going to heat emboss with white. So let's bring in our greeting. The one I'm going to use is called, it has Season's Greetings. So if you're just joining me this week, I'm playing with these products that go so nicely together. This is the Season's Greetings, but as you can see, there's a set of 21 stamps here. So many different combinations, permutations of different greetings you can use, as well as inside greetings, and you even have a to and a from to make your tags. You're going to have everything covered with this amazing bundle. So we're going to stamp Season's Greetings on the cherry cobbler, and to do that, we're going to need our embossing tray. So let's move these little pieces off to the side here. And we're going to use Versamark ink. And I'm going to use my embossing buddy, which is a little pillow. And it has like a little white powder in it. And there's no smell to it or anything like that. So you're not going to have like an allergic reaction, hopefully. I've never heard of anybody having any issues with this product. But it's just an embossing buddy that you can take and you rub it across your cardstock. It gets rid of any fingerprints, any dust, any static, and it will just make your embossing experience that much better. Okay, so we're going to use Versamark ink. This is a watermark ink stamp pad. So what it means by watermark, if I stamp this on here and leave it to dry, it will just take on a darker color. So let me just show you that. We're going to stamp Season's Greetings on the cherry cobbler like this. And then you can just leave that. Like if you want a tone on tone, can you see that? You can see how it's just it takes on a darker shade. So you can leave it like that. But the beauty of Versamark is that it's a sticky ink pad. So you can see when I stamp, see how it wants to pick it up? That's because it's a sticky ink. And we use that stickiness to help us in putting the powder. I'm using white embossing powder. So I'm going to take the powder and I'm just going to pour it right over top like that, right? So it's like sand, almost like a consistency of a fine grain sand. And we're just gonna, if you miss a spot, you can go back over. And then sometimes, even though I use the embossing buddy, it's very dry here in Alberta, sometimes you do get little granules that want to just stay put. So I'm just gonna use my little brush that comes with my embossing kit. I'm just gonna like come around here and just do some fine tuning here and just get rid of those extra little granules, because wherever those granules end up, my friends, when you turn on that heat gun, they will heat up and they will end up staying on your project, okay? So you can tap the edges to get excess off, use your brush to get excess off, and that I'm pretty happy with that. That's a good one. So now we've got these granules. Don't turn your heat gun on with these loose. Ask me how I know. They will cause havoc in your life. So we're just going to tilt my tray here. I'm just going to tap on the sides, and those granules are going to go back down through. I don't know if you can tell from the, oh yeah, you can see right there. It's going down through that little hole in the tray. And then I'm going to use my brush to like just do a little sweepy sweep back into my canister. And then we're going to put the lid on and get that out of the way. And I have my heat tool ready to go. With your embossing kit, you do get a pair of reverse tweezers. They can extend your hands for you so that you don't have to burn your fingers. And then we'll turn the gun on, and it's going to heat up. It's going to get a little bit loud, but what it's going to do is it's essentially going to melt those granules and turn them into a liquefied form, but it's going to dry pretty much immediately. So let's go ahead and do that. You can probably see it. I'll try and hold it on an angle so you can see when it goes from dry to melted. You can also do it from the back. You can heat it from the back if you prefer. Some people like to do that. There you can see it turning. Can you see that? I'm doing one side and then just gently moving the heat around, and I'm watching it all turn shiny. Woohoo! Look at that. Love embossing. This has been my first love with stamping. The gold, the silver, the copper, the metallics are just so striking, but I also love the white embossing, especially on basic black. It looks sharp. And this looks really nice on cherry cobbler too. Okay, so now we're going to bring back our card base, and don't forget to unplug your heat gun. This is my public service announcement. You do not want to have your heat gun accidentally fall on the floor and the button turn on. That could be a very disastrous accident for fire, so be careful with your heat tool. Okay, so now we're going to put the card together. Let's bring all of our pieces back in. We've got those sprigs that we were dealing with that I cut out. So with these, if you didn't want to cut multiples, I actually challenged myself. What is on this white piece here? Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's got Post-it tape on the back. Oh, it's because I put that Post-it tape on the back side. That cut through too. Okay, bear with me while I peel off my Post-it tape. I don't know if it helped me at all. This one you can't see. It's going to be on the back. Maybe this one over here I can peel off. Yikes. Yikes, yikes. Okay, I'm just going to leave it. It's actually cut through. On the front, I can see it's all the right color. Okay, so what I want to do, I'm going to bring in my paper snips, and we're going to do a little bit of surgery on these. So this one here, we're going to cut it in half, okay? So I'm just going to look at the die and be like, okay, it's quite wide. If you want to cut two, you could, but if you want to make your time go faster, you can use one die and just use your snips and just come in here and just snip along. I like to do this with my dies, actually. It gives you more creative options. So let's just snip off those little tiny bits here that are connecting them. And then let's snip down here at the bottom. Then we can actually have two pieces, right? And if this one looks kind of funny, you can trim off that little rounded edge there, like that. And same as down here, you can trim off these little bits. Wait, hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so we've basically made 2 vellum sprigs out of 1. We're going to do the same thing with this beautiful Shy Shamrock piece. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to come in here and just choose. I've done this a couple of times, and every time I think I snip in a different place, but it all works out, right? It all works out. So we're going to snip here and here and up here like that and like that, and one here and here, snippy snip. All right, so then you feel like a florist when you're doing this because you're like creating your own unique sprigs. All right, so then we'll just come down here. I'm going to snip down here, and there's one piece. Now my piece over here has some raw edges, but I'm going to show you how I'm putting this together because that might not matter. We can just leave it. So we've got our vellum pieces. Oh, I forgot one more thing. Okay, from the vellum, there's the white vellum, and there's also, let me bring in the other pattern that I love. I'm absolutely in love with. And the other pattern is this one right here. And this one, so you get 3 designs. You get the white, like snow. Let me show you. Here they are. 3 designs. You get this one here, the white one, and then you also get the Christmas sprigs. And of course, they do coordinate with the dies. So this one you can cut out. Let me bring the dies in and show you. You can cut out this sprig right here, and you can also cut out this one. And they're in the 2 different colors. You got Old Olive and you've got your Garden Green over here. So what I did is I cut out one of these. So you're going to get one of these in your kit. Okay, so the darker green sprig, I cut one of those out. And I have it right here. I'll show you. I don't have to cut it out through the machine again. Here it is right here. And I've split it in half. So I took it like this. This is how it cuts out. And I did a little cut. You see that? I cut it in half. All right. So we're going to use both of those. So now we get to do the fun parts. We're going to layer all this together. So on the back of my cherry cobbler, I'm going to flip over my label. I'm going to grab some tear and tape. And we're going to put couple of strips of tear and tape on here, and let's just snip off some pieces here because I need some for both sides of my die. Okay, so we're just going to come around here, put one there and here, and on the other side, and right here, and maybe for good measure we'll put one in the middle. Okay, so now I'm going to burnish the tear and tape, and we'll come in with our take your pick tool and peel off all of these wax paper bits and expose that adhesive, because this is a nice clean way to do it. Instead of using liquid glue, you might get glue on your fingers. I love my liquid glue, don't get me wrong. But when I'm doing stuff like this where I need to like reposition things, it's easier, I find it easier to use the tear and tape. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and layer things. So we're gonna layer this piece of vellum back here like this, one like that, and then the other one with the green, which I've always said, as soon as I saw this paper, I'm like, oh, it kind of looks like Shy Shamrock, right? A little bit peeking through there. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. We're going to make this balanced. So grab the other part of your die and we'll come over here like that. And we'll do the same with this one. And all it's doing is it's sticking down on that tear and tape on the back. Okay, so we got that. Now I'm going to flip this over. We're going to pop this up with dimensionals. Let's grab some dimensionals here. And we'll just go ahead, I'm going to use 4 of them. And I've come to the end of my sheet. So I'm just going to grab my snips and go around and make my own dimensionals. Snip, snip, snip. Okay, so grab another piece here like that. And let's do one at the bottom. Okay, so let's peel off the backing and I'll show you what we're going to do with that early espresso die cut here. Okay, so here we go. We're peeling off all these backings like that. Okay, so this is my front focal point, but my early espresso is here. We're going to put that down, but the hole punch here is exposed. So let's grab some trim. So did you know in the annual catalog there's a package of silver and gold trim, 1/8 inch trim. Look how pretty that is. Look how shiny it is. We're going to use a little bit of the gold. Probably, let me measure on the bottom of my screen here on my glass mat. I'm going to cut off 4 inches of the gold trim. And you could do the same with silver. I think either of them would work on this card. But I'm going to use the gold. I'm putting the 2 ends together. I'm going to come in through the back of my die cut here. So both at the same time. Pull them through like that. And just pull them part of the way. Then you still got your loop. You can take the loop and fold it over the end and then pull your 2 ends like that. Okay, so we've got our nice little piece of gold trim there. And then this is going to go on the card horizontally down here like this. And I'm going to put that on with liquid glue. I'm not going to pop this up. I'm not worried about that tear and tape because it's going to be glued down and nobody's going to see it. Well, except for you guys that are watching the video. Okay, so we're going to put this at the bottom down here like that, like a nice straight edge. Then we're going to layer this piece on top. It's all about the layering, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to put that one right here. And then these sprigs are going to sit right on the edge. So I'm going to strategically place this Shy Shamrock one so that it covers up the hole on my cherry cobbler. I'm just going to do that so that I don't have to worry about it covering it up. Now this one, because I've got these little open areas here where I snipped it, I'm going to actually tuck, you can tuck that one back if you wanted to and have this one be in the front, or you can take the time and snip it. Let's see if I can do this, if I can fold it under. Nope, this is stuck down so good. Okay, so you know what? I think I should probably, if I'm going to put this one on the front, I'm going to do this one too. So let's just grab my snips and I'm going to snip these ends here so they're not so looking so like, oh, you know, like, what's the word I want to say? So cut, freshly cut. Oh, I actually snipped that one. Okay. We're doing some real, what do you call it? Horticulture? I don't know what the word is here, but you can snip up your dies, snip them up the way you want them. And there we go. Okay. So we're going to put these together like this. And it's so fun, right? It just makes it fun. Okay. My Rose is just being real picky here. I want to get a nice smooth edge on these dies. Okay, so now we're going to come in with our liquid glue and see, even right there, I would be covering up the hole. So let's go ahead and bring in the liquid glue. You could put it around the hole if you wanted to, but we're just gonna go ahead and put it on the sprig itself and let that do the job. Okay, so there we go. A little bit of liquid glue. We're gonna come in here and place that like that. Tap off any excess glue. There we go. It's all about the layering. And then we're gonna put this piece like that. Yeah, let's put this one first. So on the bigger parts of your die, you can come in with your liquid glue, add a little bit, and we'll put this one right here. Tap it down. And then this piece we can put like that. We're just kind of balancing it out here. And there we go. This one, like that. Put it back together, and no one will know that you snipped this apart if you put it together properly. Okay, there we have it. We've got our greenery on there. Now to bling this up, it needs some bling. I was looking through the catalog for some gold bling, and this is the iridescent foil gems. Now these came out in the previous mini catalog with the Just Kiddin' Around suite. And I was so thrilled that they actually made it into the annual catalog. So I thought these would make nice accents for this card. So we're gonna use a big one. Let's grab a big one here. Where are we gonna put that? Let's see. Where should we put the big one? Maybe we'll put that one right here on the greeting. And then we'll do a couple of small ones. Oops. I always do that. I push it off onto the cardboard part. And then I lose my little glue dot. Okay, this is good that this happened because I can show you what to do. If that happens, you can use a glue dot to put your, I got my gem over here. Or you can also use just a little dot of glue. So let's put a little dot of glue right there. We're not going to let this guy run away. We're going to grab him from the top and flip him over. Flip them over like that and put them right on that glue, and that will hold it. That liquid glue will hold it. Okay, let's grab another one. I think I need to turn my take your pick tool and expose more of that putty. Then you can pick up your dots from the top. All right, where should I put this one? Put this one on the banner. Yes, I'm gonna put it on the early espresso banner right there. And if you're trim, you need a good 4-inch piece of trim so that you can actually tie it. But then once you've got it anchored on your card, then you can trim it down. So there we go. You can even Stella up your greenery. So you can bring in your wink of Stella, add a little bit of sparkle to the greenery here, make it look sparkly like Christmas. It'll match your trim, your trim. And match those gems. Just gonna come around here. You can bling up all of it. You can even do the vellum sprigs if you want to. I mean, who wouldn't appreciate all the sparkle, right? The sparkle of the season. Oh my gosh, I love, love, love it. Okay, so there's the front of my card. What do you guys think? Do you like it? I love it. I think it's great. Okay, so let's grab an inside piece because, you know, no card is complete without the inside. So this is a side opening card. I've got my piece for the inside right here. Let's take a look at what would fit. Now, let's bring back our stamp set. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Indeed it is. Okay, so Christmas in July. Okay, does that fit? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. That makes me so happy. Okay, I got my block. We're gonna pick that up. Now we decide what color. Let's do, let's do Shy Shamrock. Let's stamp our greeting in Shy Shamrock. See how that looks. So tap, tap, tap on the Shy Shamrock, and we'll stamp it right here. Ooh, I love it. Love, love, love it. Now, there are several stamps in the images in here that you could stamp if you wanted to, right? Golden greenery. But you know what? I kind of want to bring in the cherry cobbler. So let's grab the holly berries again. Let's do that. And we'll add some holly. on the inside. And then we're done with this card. Now you could use the greenery and you could stamp your envelope, the back flap of your envelope. And that reminds me, I have a fun happy mail to share with you. Oh my goodness, Marie, I don't know if Marie is here with us, but Marie has done this again. She sent me a beautiful swap card. Actually, I saw a picture of it on the team page, but I wanted to show, I haven't opened my envelope yet because I wanted to do it on camera. So let me share with you Marie's card. So I'm putting this on the inside. And if you want to color in your berries, your holly, let's grab a blender pen. And while the ink is still wet, you can actually come in and just add a little soft touch of color using your blender pen for the inside. Isn't that fun? Oh my goodness, I love this card. Okay, I will check your comments later, but I think you're going to love this one. I think you guys love this one. I see your hearts. Thank you so much, you guys. Okay, let me share with you Marie's card. This is Marie's card to me. Look at this. Now, that's a non-Stampin' Up! Stamp, but look at those cute little gnomes, and they're peeking over my address here. Oh my gosh, so cute. Let me grab my... where did I put my, okay, here we go. So look at the back. I'll cover up Marie's address here. Sorry about that. This is our June team swap, and I'm just opening it now. But look at she put a little seal on the back. I'm going to use my little letter opener, and we're going to open this up so I don't wreck anything on the inside. Last year at my retreat attendees got letter openers as one of their pillow gifts. Love to spoil and delight my retreat attendees. Oh, so Marie has put oh my goodness. Check it out, you guys. It's so funny that I would open this card now, Marie, live on camera, and I use this color. Look at the beautiful Shy Shamrock glimmer, and she did some embossing on the back, and I love how she showcased all of these designer series papers. Beautiful, beautiful color, all the patterns, and there we go. Oh my gosh, love it. Thank you, Marie. Beautiful card, beautiful gnomes on the front. Even though they're non-Stampin' Up, I still love them. I have a thing in my heart for gnomes. Oh my goodness. All right, thank you so much for watching, you guys. Thanks for everything. Thanks for all your shares, your loves, your likes. I hope you like this color combo, the Shy Shamrock with Early Espresso and Cherry Cobbler. I think I'm going to be making a few of these Christmas cards, but this is one of the ones, if you've ordered with me already this week, this one's coming to you as well as the other ones, and it's not too late to order. My ordering special goes till July 28th, which is Sunday, midnight, and then I will be kitting up these on Monday and getting them sent to you. So super excited to share these awesome Christmas cards and some different colors. So I wanted to bring in the Shy Shamrock and just test it out today to see what you guys thought of it. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. I am going to go get ready for my class on YouTube at 10:30 and then head off to Boston Pizza for lunch with the ladies. It's a busy day. It's a nonstop day, but I'm smiling ear to ear because I am in my happy place always when I have stamps in my hand. All right, take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. And tomorrow is Fun Fold Friday. I'll see you tomorrow for a fun fold card using this green and gold suite. All right, take care, everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.